Howdy folks, how we doing? Welcome to my humble abode. Look at the size of this house. Yeah, Happy New Year. We are back on FS25. I've been desperately trying to get into it. And, you know, getting into it for me is heavily reliant on maps. So here we are, and as you can see, it's not a bad map. Osina Wielka. It's a 22. I'm sure it's a 22 map. Not a map that I would normally bother with, but obviously very limited in maps at the minute. I've tried various ones that have come out on the mod sites. I can't be doing with the standard base game maps. So this one came out, and it's absolutely lovely countryside, really nice map. Still not complete. There's been about 3 versions. I've been into editing myself a few times to sort things out, but this version is a lot more complete. The fields are they're actually proper fields. There's still only a few textures that are plain textures, if you know what I mean. But most of it has been sorted out. But so for the time being, this is the map I've been, because I wanted to be getting on with Farm Sim 25. So this is what I've been. I can actually play this map, if you know what I mean. I've got the will to play it. So this is all a farm I've created. Not the best. I haven't put too much time and effort into it, but you get the gist. And obviously, it's like decoration parts are still hard to come by. Put a little pond in here, so you've got the new water physics there a lot. Very nice. So yeah, this is obviously I think it's a Polish map, so a lot of the architecture and everything obviously Polish, and the farms are very Polish as well. So I've knocked this up on a bit of rough ground. Again, it's not perfect by any means, but it's a start. And you can see I've been getting on with harvests. I bought a 75-acre field of oats ready to go, and that is mostly in that shed. I'm trying to go old school again, as you can see. Got the old Volvo wheel loader. Very nice, actually. That is. Just a shame it's not. Got a bit of spillage around the old shed. I've still got a bit of wheat in there. The only trouble I find with the loaders and everything, all of the loaders that have got gears, they're presuming, Giants are presuming, or whoever, presuming that they are mechanical transmissions, where they're not. They'll have a, the word's gone from me now. They will have a, what is it? Torque converter. There you go. It did finally come into my brain. They'll have a torque converter. So, so when you're using this loader over here, and like a lot of the others, changing direction, you'll just, unless you clutch it, it will stall the engine, which is not how not how they work. But the torque converter enables you to do that. But anyway, getting past that, getting a few classics. Got the Fent Fabric 824 there with one of 4D Modding's like a cut down commercial trailer. Again, sort of thing you'd see in the 80s and 90s. Then you've got the 2-axle version of 4D Modding's alley bulker trailer there on a 1455. Both very nice mods. We have got a dairy unit here that I've not, as you can see looking at the bottom right, not done anything with yet. Just got some cows in the map, and yeah, this is, as you can see, dynamic pastures working well. I like that a lot. So you don't just get the little square bit, sort of like from there to there for the cows going. I've drawn quite a big field for them to go out in, and you can see all the way down there. And they're filling the whole thing up, so that is a really big thing for me as regards to how realistic it is. Rather than having a postage stamp for the cows to go on, you can actually build your own map and they will fill it. So yeah, that's very good. So you've got a bit more room to move out there if we want to. Bit of rough ground. Anyway, so yeah, so we've got a bit of a map. We've got what we've got there. Oh, I'll click that through. Let me tyres. Never mind. That's the bunker silo for the silage. Whenever we get round to doing it, got some tyres there. That really did click through that tyre, didn't it? Anyway, got some chickens in here. No, I haven't. I've got a chicken pen, but I haven't bought any chickens yet. I've been concentrating with this harvest, to be fair, and you can just see on the horizon rows of straw. Now, also, the other thing you can see, if we tab now, we'll tab over to, yeah, we're in the fast track now, is I've managed to finally find some settings that allow some actual decent graphics and no flickering. There's very little flickering now, whereas it's just awful, absolutely awful, but it's looking good now. And one other thing, you see, you got the ring round me, the detail ring. So I've found, I can't remember who did the little tutorial, but there's a tutorial to make the detail ring a lot further. So your foliage view distance. So you just go into the game XMLs and you can change it in there, because you're only limited on the in-game options to 200%, whereas in the XMLs, obviously you can put any figure in, like, as long as your computer can handle it, which this one can. So yeah, but I think that may have reset itself, looking at how short that is. But yeah, but it in this setting it blends in quite well, so you don't see it quite as badly, do you? All depends on the lighting. Like when depends which way you're pointing, so you can't see the blend at all there, can you, when you're looking towards the sun? But when you get the shadows looking, you can see it a bit more prominently. But yeah, I'm really getting into it now. Anyway, so we'll jump in the old fast track. So we are done in this field now. 8310 fast track, nice as well. So yeah, this was a 75 acre field of oats. As you can see, there's a few rows of straw in here that we've got to get baling. Yeah, so since the last farm sim video I'd done, my setup has changed a bit, as in I've added to it. So we've now got, we go in cab. I'm now on head tracking, which is absolutely fantastic. So now my head is controlling the tracking, the camera, so to speak. So when I look right a bit, I look all the way around, I can see behind me. So that, if you've not tried it, it is a game changer, because I never used to, doing cab as much as I could have done, because like you're trying to control the tractor and everything, and you're always having to use the mouse or one of the little joysticks to like when you come up to T-junction in a road, you've got to look left and right quick. Well, it was just not as easy as it should be, like. So with this, now I can just pull. Oh, that's clear. That's clear. If I want to look behind, see what's happening there, just with a turn of a head. It's very intuitive, and it's just absolutely brilliant. So I'm using TrackHat version 2. That was recommended to me. Well, the V1 was recommended to me, but obviously TrackHat now come up with the V2. I looked at all the different ones, and the V2, it's not cheap. Was it about £90? But it's an infrared camera, that you mount up, obviously on your monitor, or in this case I've got it just on the desk behind the steering wheel. And it's just an infrared camera. You don't have to wear anything on your head at all, so it just tracks your face, and works very, very well. You know, and it does take a little bit of getting used to. You know, well, not getting used to, but getting the settings exactly how you want them for the game you're playing. Because obviously, you know, you don't want to have to turn too much. Like, you know, to look behind you, I'm having to turn probably about 30 degrees. Obviously, you don't want it to mirror, you know, you know how much you move your head, if you know what I mean, because then you wouldn't be looking at the screen when you turn your head all the way around. But thankfully, with the, you know, the software on there, it's very simple to, you know, adjust the curves so that you can, you know, have like a dead. So I've got a bit of a dead spot in the middle, and then as you turn your head, it's a curve, so it's nice and smooth. And I think, you know, as you can tell probably on the camera, it's, you know, it's quite a realistic sort of thing. You know, it's, you know, it took me a good probably hour or two to get it set up right, but once you've done it, it's very, very good. The other bit of tech I'm running now as well, that's been around a little while, but I've never utilised it, is Sim Dashboard. So I've got me, I've got a Samsung tablet, 10-inch tablet, mounted on, mounted to my right hand side, and yeah, that basically displays all sorts of stuff. You know, anything a computer in a tractor would display, obviously with a few other things as well for the easiness of the game. So you can have quick buttons, and it's, you know, it basically saves having a keyboard. Although I've still got my keyboard set up as well, but it's basically for, you know, PC player and console as well. It saves having a, you know, I would imagine it's really handy for console if you're playing with a joypad. You know, there's a lot of blooming commands to, you know, button combinations you have to come up with to, you know, get like to say, to tip a trailer, that sort of thing. You know, it's you know, you've only got a limited amount of buttons on a joypad, so it would make life a lot easier. So you stop here, so just look left a bit. I can't do it now. There you go. Look right, treeing away, we're all good. So it does make life, and just look at the trailer coming around. Just makes life a lot easier. So yeah, the Sim Dashboard's really good as well. You know, you get your water temperature, your fuel, all types of different screens. You have combine screens. There's all sorts of ones, and they're coming out all the time. There's John Deere screens, Fendt screens, general ones as well. GPS screens, all that sort of stuff. So that is really good. A few times I've been asked about setup. I will do a setup video to show you what my setup looks like, because it is quite extensive now. Anyway, that's a BGA now in there. But as you can see, it's lovely. I'll get it back on the road, Jules. So it's a really nice map with regards to countryside. You know, you can make this into a really good British map, to be fair. So at least this map has allowed me to, you know, get involved with 25. Because I just couldn't, what was out there at the time, I just couldn't, you know, couldn't face doing it, if you know what I mean. Like, didn't have the inclination to play the game. But obviously we've got Calmsden. Calmsden is very close to coming out now from Oxford and David, and Moss Valley as well. I can't remember who the creator of that is. but Moss Valley is close to coming out as well. Can you hear that rattling? That's a new thing, that is. Trailer rattle. Except I think they've overdone it a little bit. I mean, especially with a loaded trailer, you wouldn't necessarily hear a loaded trailer rattling around. It does rattle a lot. Yeah, Moss Valley, that was on 22. Well, I didn't really get into Moss Valley, but it's another option for a UK map that's coming out, I think, really fairly soon. So that should be good. So we're going to have a bit of fun now getting this trailer tipped in this shed. Because it is right at the maximum. It's a little bit hard to back this trailer because the rear wheel steer works in reverse as well, which it shouldn't do really. This is not going to be easy. So sim dashboard, force unload, just like that. Button press, right at the maximum. So we may have to just drop this down. So it would be handy if you could. Whoa! I was about to say if you could actually control the tip height of the trailers. Does stuff like this. So even though this is just a tandem axle trailer, it does tip very high, this one. Have to pull her out a little smidge. Tip again. Anyone who ever tipped in a shed before would know that you don't necessarily tip all the way up. Let's creep a bit more forward to... Come on. 7%. But I only want a little bit more. Oh, right by the thing now. No, it worked. I think we're going to have to just push up a bit if we can, aren't we? Yeah, so that's half the reason I've not really, gone to town on this farm on this map, because, well, Carmsden will be the one I'll go for. When Carmsden comes out, I shall be going for starter up. I should be going for a good farm on that. So. And again, driving a loader's a lot easier in... oh, there you go. I forgot to clutch, didn't I? Yeah, driving the loader's a lot easier now with head tracking. Obviously, a lot of shunting to do with a loader. But yeah, Carmsden hopefully should be out in January, hopefully. So, yeah, a few of you have asked for, like, doing a full... Oh, come on. That is the annoying thing. And again. I've asked me to do, like, a full... a proper series, like, starting from scratch and I think, Carmsden, I think we'll do that. Oh, come on. See, this is what is annoying. Shouldn't be, I'm having to ride the clutch and I'm still end up stalling it. It's not how these loaders work. Behind me. We should at least now have enough room to tip the last of that oats that are on the fast track anyway. So yeah, I do find it sometimes a bit hard just to, I want to just get on and farm, if you know what I mean. So the restriction of money, I do sometimes find hard, if you know what I mean. So I like to just get a load of money and just start farming. But at least the game does give you the option to go a bit, obviously on the settings when you're starting a game. You can have £1 million now, so you can have a bit of a, you can get a bit of decent gear like to get you going. Look at that, that's really I think the black paint on the exhausters on the fast track is coming off already. And on the bull bar, look at the bull bar. So it's made out of stainless. Typical JCB paint, that is. Oh dear. So yeah, looking forward to Calms, and as are a lot of you, I'm sure. Yeah, it should be good. And then obviously later in the year, we've got come on, that's it, tip. Oxy David has got that's got it. What's he got coming out? Not Court. Although I think he's on about doing Court Farms. He's got his new one, which is the word has gone. But yeah, he's got his new map that he's working on. That's coming out later this year, hopefully. Everything goes well. And then FSB Farm Sim Briscoe, sorry, Briscoe. He's got his Saxlingham map coming out, which is a Norfolk-based map now. He's a chap that gearbox for this. We need to go forwards as well, would be handy. He's the chap that had the vintage Oaks map on 22, which is my favourite map ever. And he's got this Saxlingham map coming out again at some point this year, hopefully. Oh, yep. So that looks very good. Again, based in Norfolk. So really looking forward to that when that comes out. So yeah, and we're like I say, we're maybe not on Mod Hub, but there is some good mods coming out now on the standalone sites, if you know what I mean. That's where to tip this. Up she goes. Hopefully we should be able to tip this alright, yeah. Still coming out. This one comes out, the grain comes out quite nicely, this one, as you can see. Going to quite empty a bit more, hopefully. Come on. That's got it. Just a little one to tip now. Knock her off. Yeah, so it's 25 is finally coming good for me, at least, anyway. However, there's still control issues. I still can't use 8th gear on my gearbox because that's still, I cannot get it to stop opening the menu. So 8th, you can't delete that key binding in the controls for it to open the menu. So so that's still on. The Logitech side panel A lot of the buttons are not working on that either. That are assigned, yeah, correctly assigned to the function. But yeah, it's still not working on 25, but all works on 22 still. This is that trailer. I mean, what the hell? God, that is bad. Right, tip this one. Obviously a bit of a smaller trailer, so should tip no bother in here. And we've got quite a bit of grain in here. Oh, we've confused it now. Make that shut again. That going now? Yeah, we're really upset that. That may need a game reset, that might. We'll let it complete, hold on, we'll let it complete its thing now. See, it's winding up them. Oh, there she goes, there she goes. Come on, come on. Oh, there we go. That'll come down nicely. There we go. Right, we'll get her off. Here's the combine of choice. We had an 8800 Lexion, and yeah, I had to go big because I mean we're in a 75-acre field, so still can't set. I like that as well. So the new dynamics for going across straw. Or anything really, where it squashes it. Very, very nice. Yeah, it'd be nice to see a little bit of stubble destruction. Not destruction, because you don't kill stubble, you know, you don't destroy stubble when you drive over it like this. But you can see where it's gone, because it folds, you know, where the tractor or combine or whatever, trailer, doesn't matter, where that goes through. We're killing these weeds. You can see it folding. You can see the tracks of where things have gone. That'd be a nice touch, but obviously you can't see anything there. But I do like that touch of it. You know, it's a nice touch now where it goes over the straw. And this now I've figured out a way to use the throttles on the flight stick to operate this as you would in real life. If we come in, you see that joystick there just below the monitor, the bottom monitor. That is how you drive the combine. You know, you've got no accelerator or anything like that. So now I use the one of the throttles as your joystick to make the machine move. You know what I mean? I haven't really explained that very well, have I? But so yeah, you just use the the joystick just to push it forward a little bit. It's not perfect because it's mimicking what the accelerator does. So you can, like, it's going to stop now. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get it to go to the speed you want it to, but it does work. So now I'm not using the accelerator to make this move. I'm just using one of the throttle sliders, which is far more realistic. You see, it's a big field, 75 acres worth of big field, and yeah, it's a nice looking map, isn't it? A very nice looking map. Anyway, so I'm going to use my sim dashboard now to slide over to the combine screen, and it is actually for one of these. So now we can fold her up like so. It's got all the relevant buttons on it to do it. So yeah, it's very good. Like I say, I will show you this this setup I've got now, because it is, I think it's a good blend of hold on. Completely got lost in this field. The header trailer's back this way. It's a good blend of realism and comfort, because I don't want this to be a job, having to do this. I want to still be able to enjoy it. So I've seen a lot of folks that have gone to the extent of actually using a proper tractor cab or combine cab or whatever, and they've fitted screens in that, and I mean, that is next level. Very impressive. But then isn't it a bit of chore if you've got to go out into the shed or the barn or the garage or whatever to go and play the game? Whereas here I'm just sat in my lazy boy in the front room, nice and comfy, and it's not a chore, like, I haven't got to go and make myself do it. I'm just slowing up a bit now. So we can get this thing back to the yard. I may buy, although we've not got huge amount of money, I may buy a couple more fields. I'm going to have to. I need to buy a grass field so I can get some silage done for these cows. Yeah, and get a bit of side. Be interested to see how the grass is on 25. That line up, see how we can. It's not as easy, still not easy in cab. It's easier, but a bit dirty, isn't she? We can get her hooked on. Ready to move back to the farm. There you go. So there we go. Yeah, I'm quite chuffed with it now. Graphics wise, I don't think it's a lot better than 22. It probably is a bit more detailed, but it's not a massive leap as in general graphics, I don't think. But obviously, there is better lighting. Better stuff with the fog now. There's the dynamic lighting. The water physics obviously a lot better. And the ground physics, so there is a lot of improvement, but as in overall look, I don't know. We'll find out more when Calmsden comes out, because that'll be a top-notch map. and that'll be interesting to compare that to, like, well, 22 Carlson or, you know, Vintage Oaks, because Vintage Oaks very detailed, looks very nice. You know, the graphics on that map in particular look very good to me anyway. So but yeah, this is finally getting me into 25. You can agree, it's a nice looking map. It's a gorgeous looking map, to be fair. Still not by any way means complete, but it's, you know, it's good enough to get me in it anyway. I love the valley. I love this sort of rolling, you know, rolling countryside. You know, not just, you know, perfectly flat maps. You know. So anyway, there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. God, doesn't he look good? It does look good. Got his class jacket on, FS hat, Strauss trousers. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that vid. We'll get this Lexion back to the farm, and a bit of luck, we'll see you on the next one. Ta-ta!